All right, so I'm Greg Bowen, ta-da! And you're learning movie magic. So today we're gonna be talking about the jumper effect. The very first step in the jumper effect is that you don't want your camera to move when you're filming, because if it is, it's just gonna make your life hell during post-production. During post-production, the first thing you want to do is get your footage. Then you want to drag it onto the timeline and duplicate it so that you have two layers of the exact same thing. You're going to rename the bottom layer as the background and the top as appear. Go to a point in time where your actor is not in the shot, or if you got a clean plate, which is basically where actor's not in the shot, you want to right-click on the background layer at that point in time, and under the time menu, click on Freeze Time. Next, find the point in time where you want your actor to appear or disappear and trim the top layer or the appear layer to that point in time. Next, create a new composition with the same settings as the original composition. When you make your composition, make sure that it's 1 second long. Go to Layer, New, Solid, and then create a black solid. We use black for this example, but apparently any color will work. Duplicate that layer after creating it and rename the bottom layer Distort and the top layer Matte. Highlight the matte layer and under the Effect Controls menu, find the Transitions submenu and click on CC Radial Scale White. Turn off the Distort layer by clicking on the little eyeball beside that layer so you can see what's happening. When you go to the beginning of the clip, you turn on the keyframes for the transition. Then go to your end of your clip and drag the transition all the way up to 100%. Still on the matte layer, go to Effect, Blur, and Sharpen and click on the Fast Blur. Blur the layer as much as you want. As you can see, we blurred it by 248. And click on Repeat Edge Pixels. Under the Effect menu, go to Color Correction and add the Colorama effect to your matte layer. In the Effect Controls menu, under the Input Phase submenu for Colorama, you should get your phase from Alpha. And under the Output Phase submenu, you should change your preset palette to Ramp Gray.
Change to the Distort layer.
Turn the matte layer off and the Distort layer back on.
Click on the Distort layer, and under the Effect menu, the Noise and Grade submenu, click on Fractal Noise. In the Effect Controls menu, under Fractal Type, pick Swirly. Next, turn up the contrast. As you can see, we moved it up to around 154 or so. Move the complexity down to around 4, and then go back to the beginning of that comp and turn on keyframes for evolution of the Distort layer. Go to the end of your comp and make it around 3 evolutions so that it's nice and quick. Turn the matte layer back on so that both layers are on and highlight the matte layer. Right beside the layer, open the Mode submenu and click on Hard Light. This basically has just created the effect that we need. Next, go back to the original composition with your actor and in the project window, drag your matte layer on top of your other layers. Line up the matte clip to where your actor is appearing or disappearing. Right beside the Mode submenu, open up the Track Matte submenu. For the Appear layer, select the Luma Inverted Matte.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this segment of Movie Magic with Greg Bowen.